269.5 total units, comes up to 320, and the full unit will be 798. It's actually going to go down, and that's, last year I bumped it up quite a bit because I didn't know how much money we were going to actually get from these grants because it was so iffy. If we got this grant, then this one gets lower because they only pick up a certain amount, and just didn't know how much money we were actually going to end up having to put in debt redemption. So, and I'll check all the numbers again, but as far as I calculated, it's gonna drop $152.
Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna redo all the numbers again, but I think that this is accurate. Because the biggest, really the debt redemption last year, we really pumped it up. The debt redemption last year was actually about 300, a little under 300, but we didn't know how much we were gonna have to pay throughout this year toward it. So, that's why those numbers look a little screwy, even though it's a higher amount coming from taxpayers. It worked out this way. Again, I will redo all the numbers and recalculate everything, but Dannemora Sewer, I left, let's see, their total is 20, I didn't write the number in, but 29,227. Sewer rents basically stay in the same. Where the changes, their insurance had to go up a little bit. They were a little bit under, but everything else pretty much stayed the same. Took a little bit more out of appropriated funds. And the penalties, they don't really have $500 in penalties. And if we get more, then that's gravy, but, and they have the money in appropriated funds. They've got quite a bit in their account, but this sewer district needs some work. That corner, especially where that grab a bowl or whatever it is, their sewer situation there is not done right. Somebody years and years ago hooked up that little restaurant to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Out there at
it
the
wasn't
Y.
done by anyone professional, let's say.
So what was that little building before Dave Coulon had it as a bike shop? What was that?
Steve had it as a bike
Yeah,
shop.
Or Steve?
Yeah, I don't know what it was before then.
I don't
Did it
remember.
exist before then? I mean, was there always a building in that corner?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
It
I've always
doesn't look like
remembered
it
it
was
as a bike
built
shop.
recently.
No.
It looks
I thought
like
he
it's
worked
been
out of
there
his garage.
Well,
The bike shop.
He
no,
did it right there, he sold them
a
there.
long time ago, but they used to have, when they were together, Jenny's Michigan stand there.
Mm-hmm.
They used to have a Michigan stand there before you even ever got into the bikes.
Coulon?
Yeah,
Oh, I remember
Yeah,
that.
he did have Michigan State.
Jenny's Michigan stand, that was back when they were still together, and that was a long time ago.
That's probably when he put the water in.
Oh, I would hope so, you're a couple digits higher than me, but,
I don't remember that.
yeah. Well, I mean, I do, I was just a little kid.
Oh, God, it's funny. Okay.
All right,
We're back in the partying days.
Could be.
so Ledger's Water, 600, 1,500. Insurance could go down on that one. Mileage, I put it up a little bit. That purification personal, just corrected that one. Water distribution up. The other things the same. Equipment reserve is up, but we have extra people, so that's why it went down. Is because instead of 30 units, we now have 32 because we added 2 people added to it, so that made the difference in the cost. It could be a little bit lower, but this district needs to start building up a little bit of extra because you know, we had those water breaks and we ended up having to, you know, borrow from Peter to pay Paul on when we had those water breaks 2 years ago, so.
Yep.
Lime Mountain Water, leaving that the same, just trying to keep everything good. So they had a pretty healthy fund balance, so took money out of their fund balance. Their water sales going down a little bit, or what the rents are going down a little bit, and then interest and penalties down a little. Unallocated insurance, again, had to go up. They were not paying what they should have been. Water admin, purification, water distribution contractual, I put that up a little bit just to give us a little bit more wiggle room. It's prudent for us to plan for another water break because
Hopefully we don't have it.
that line, but just in case, to make sure we have money set aside. Social Security had to go up a little bit, workers' comp had to go up a little bit, unemployment, disability, that stayed the same. Reserve equipment, I kept the same, but we were able to keep the cost $235.
How'd you know that the unallocated insurance needed to go up? What's our deciphering point there?
So, the insurance company gave me all the things that were spent on sewer. And I broke it out by users. And in actuality, the way I broke it out is a little bit unfair to District 2 in the other side of the village and the Shazy Lake District, because they don't have any infrastructure to fix. It's Lime Mountain's the only one that actually has infrastructure that breaks and everything. So, but what I did is I broke it out by users, however
Okay.
many units. I added them all together and divided it and broke it out that way for the insurance purposes.
Okay.
That was the best way I could figure out how to do it. Danmore Water, so they were actually paying like half what Lion Mountain was well, we had budgeted half last year, but they only have 57 units, and Lion Mountain's got 267 and a half, so by using that same mindset, I came up with 2,900 for that. Appropriated fund balance, again, they have 60,000 in their account that, you know, we're still paying on stuff, but, so took money out of there. Their water sales will be 11.4, interest and penalties 70, unallocated insurance 29, water admin contractual 57, 3250 is what we pay Brock. Water distribution contractual, that's, you know, if we get a water break there. Social Security, workers' comp, unemployment, disability, all the same. Equipment reserve, 10,000. Drop them back down to 200, which they were 5 years ago, and then before all the water breaks. So they do have like I say, they have a pretty healthy savings account there. So, and their contractual, you know, we have been looking at fixing the water that freezes there, and that's something that I have to get back into. I know Jim Abdullah has already been there. Liz has we have a grant for that, for him to come up with an engineering plan. So that's ongoing, but that's something to look at, because keeping your water running is really not a solution to fixing that.
Yeah.
Chateauguay Lake, they sent me what our thing was this year, $552.28, and it makes it 14 cents. And then the rest is EMS, Dannemore Fire, Lime Mountain Fire. and I can't do anything with those. But I will go over all of these things again when I'm not having, after I have a day break from looking at numbers. And,
Yes, I'm sure. Okay, well,
And, I guess we'll call for an adjournment for this meeting.
You going into
Oh, we got
executive?
an executive
Yeah, I'll
session.
make a motion for
Yep.
executive session.
I'll second.